Hi, this is Jan with IQRF, and in this video you will learn more about the DPA packet structure. We will show you how to send control commands and how to work with macros. Direct Peripheral Access Protocol enables to apply wireless network in an extremely easy way. IQ Mesh network is controlled by the DPA protocol from a control system connected to the coordinator via the SPI or UART interface. DPA protocol implementation is distributed in the form of the IQRF plugins. Complete deployment is as simple as sending requests and receiving responses. Read the detailed description in the DPA Framework Technical Guide. DPA protocol uses byte-structured messages to communicate in IQ Mesh network. Every message always contains 4 mandatory parameters: network device's address, peripheral number, peripheral command, hardware profile ID. The message can optionally contain data. In the IQRF IDE, you can use the DPA test window where you can define your DPA packet. The first field contains the network address of the target. The coordinator has the address 0. Nodes have addresses which they got during a bonding process. The maximum logical address of a node in the IQ Mesh network is 239. The broadcast address is FF in hexadecimal, 255 in decimal. Although it is 2 bytes wide field, the 2 bytes addressing is not supported and a higher byte is ignored. You can switch between hexadecimal and decimal numeral system. A peripheral number specifies the peripheral which you want to communicate with. Some peripheral numbers are reserved for embedded peripherals, some for IQRF standard peripherals like standard sensor, standard light, or binary output. Peripheral command specifies an action to be taken. Actually, allowed value range depends on the peripheral type. Hardware profile ID works like a filter of devices. It uniquely specifies the functionality of the device, the user peripherals it implements, its behavior, and so on. The only device having the same hardware profile ID as it's set in the DPA request will execute the request. When 4Fs is specified, then the device with any hardware profile ID will execute the request. P-data is an array of bytes. It can contain optional message data. The maximum length is limited to 56 bytes. In this example, we use the network created in the previous video. The network consists of a coordinator and 2 nodes. Set a network address to the address of the coordinator. Click with the right mouse button on the peripheral number field and in the context menu select the peripheral coordinator. In the peripheral command field, select the Get Bonded Nodes command. In the terminal log, you can see the ongoing communication. Double-click on the response from the coordinator and in the packet inspector you can see details of the packet. Now we will send a request to get the temperature from a node with logical address 1. Set the network address to 1. Select the thermometer from the list of peripherals. Select the command Get Temperature and then send the command. In the terminal log, find the response packet. Double-click on it and read the detail in Packet Inspector window. Set the DPA packet to blink with the LED red on a node 2. Select the peripheral LED red, command pulse, and then send the request. If you create the DPA command which the target device can understand and process it, the ongoing communication which you can see in the terminal log is running without errors. If you send a packet which cannot be processed, the red notice will occur. It can happen in cases when you ask for a non-existing peripheral, you send command which doesn't belong to the selected peripheral, or you send bad additional data. Read the detailed documentation in the IQRF DPA Framework Technical Guide. Macros offer a possibility to define often used DPA packets and then to put them to the data of the terminal just by clicking the button assigned to the given macro. IQRF IDE offers 10 sets of macros for every terminal mode. Every macro set contains 12 macros. Click the macro button to put data to the Data to Send field of the terminal. If you have checked Send macro directly, a macro is sent just after the clicking the macro button. Let's show how to create a macro containing some often used command. We have prepared in the DPA test window the command for LED green pulse on node 1. Then click with the right mouse button at some button without a macro. It's not bolded. Copy the data from the DPA test by clicking the TX data button. Name the macro and save it. Macros are stored within the project. Macro sets can be exported and imported. Let's show how to export macros. The macro export wizard can be opened from the File menu or from the context menu displayed after the right mouse button click at the macro set tab. Click the Browse button and specify the path and name of the exported file. Select the required item from the exported macro sets selection and then select the required macro sets to be exported. Just macro sets actually used in the project containing at least one macro can be selected. Now, we will show you how to import macros from the file. The macro import wizard can be opened from the File menu or from the context menu displayed after the right mouse button click at the macro set tab. Click the Browse button and navigate to the required file. Select an import method. Complete or user selection. If you select Complete, all macro sets included in the file will be imported to the project in the given order. Other sets in the project will be cleared and their names, as well as the names of possible defined macros, will be set to default. If you select User Selection, you can select macro sets to be imported and macro sets in the project which will be replaced by them. Learn more about macros by reading detailed help in the IQRF IDE. In the next video, we will explain routing in IQRF networks, how the fast response command works, and what is the impact of the type of a network on timing. To learn more about the technology, you can browse the IQRF.org or watch other IQRF videos, or find already existing projects on the IQRFalliance.org. Make your products wireless. It's simple.